According to some tests done by some very, very reputable companies like HubSpot, GoBro, AB Tasty, and so forth, your face increases conversion rates across the board from pop-ups to ads and everything in between. It just does. And the reason is very, very simple. People don't want to buy from faceless companies. They want to buy from other people. Don't you remember when they went to all these automated systems on the phone and you got to the so frustrated, it was like, let me talk to a person, right? This is no different. Way too many people I speak to now are incredibly hesitant to start filming themselves. I know it. This is the fear. I've been working with people for years and years, trying to teach them how important it is to let people know who they are, to build up that know, like, and trust. You can't do that with faceless anything, whether it's faceless posts or anything else. People, have you ever, been in a situation where you have heard about this person like forever? You listen to audios of them. You may have, seen some commercials, but they weren't really in it and so forth. Whatever it might be, maybe just some posters and things, but never their face, right? And then you finally meet them and go, oh, that's not what I expected. The old famous line, right? I thought you were taller. I thought you'd be taller, right? So you need it, right? And why do people struggle with this? Well, maybe they've got some limiting beliefs or something that are keeping them back from being on the camera. They don't think they're good enough. They don't have the best equipment. No one's going to like it. I'm not going to get any views. Whatever it might be, you've got to put them aside. Maybe you think you've got to be a perfectionist. Everything just has to be perfect before you get started. I love the quote from Zig Ziglar, right? You don't have to be great to start, but you do have to start to be great, right? You got to do it. You've got to get out there and let people know the good and the bad and the ugly of who you are, right? So if you've got all these things banging around in your head saying, I just can't do this, that's just relatively pretty much nonsense. You need to put your face on who you are. No more mask, no more groceries, bag head kid, the unknown comedian. That was a trend, a fluke, a skit, right? You need to get out there. Perfectionism and having everything perfect is just an excuse for procrastination. Especially if you've really never uploaded a video in your life, right? I had heard this story and I actually ended up watching a little bit of it, but Mr. Beast was on Joe Rogan Experience. And one thing Mr. Beast said really stuck with me. He said something, it's along the lines of this. No one is going to watch your video, right? No one is going to watch your video. No one's going to watch your first 100 videos. So just do them. Don't worry about it. Just do them. No matter how good they are, how bad they are, no one's going to watch the first 100 videos. Just go out and do it, right? Perfectionism is the enemy of progress, no matter what platform it is that you're using. You need to be in front of the camera. You don't have to be an expert on the subject to teach other people about it. There are a lot of experts out there that don't have jobs. You just need to be the one that knows a smidgen more than I have a number of other people and be able to show your face and tell them so they get that know, like, and trust. So they can feel that integrity. They can feel who you are. They can see your expressions. They can see what you look like. I remember this was so funny. One of the last network marketing companies I was in, one of my top leaders and my closest friend, Carlos, and I, we had built our organization doing Facebook Lives, tons of them, doing Facebook Lives, doing training. We were having Zooms of 1,000 people on our Zooms and so forth. And at the time, we never really thought about it. At least I didn't, and I know he didn't because we talked about it. But we just never thought about that impact and what it really looked like. And I remember getting to, the first convention with that company in Vegas. And we were, the first day of the convention, it was a Friday evening. We got into the hotel where we were walking down the aisle, the corridor, and people were just coming out of everywhere, coming out of nowhere, walking up to us. Man, you're Ron Deary, you're Papa Ron, you're Carlos. We're like, whoa, this is almost like paparazzi. It was exciting, but it was kind of strange. We didn't know that. They couldn't have done that if we did everything faceless, right? The reason they knew us and the reason that we could get that joy of knowing that we impacted these people's lives was because we were in their face, literally with our face. I can't stress this enough. I know people are out there saying, faceless videos, go take it. It's an easy route. You can do this. You don't have to get on camera and all that. Go for it. Talk to the real experts out there, the ones I'm following that are making millions and millions of dollars. And they're like, yeah, I would never buy from a faceless person. I would never go to a faceless account and say, yeah, I trust that. I'm going to, some cartoonist selling it to me, right? You just gotta start doing it. You just need to know more than the average person and a smartphone. That's it. That's how you just start doing videos. How do you get in? And if you've seen any of my recent videos, I've talked about this over a lot of years, but what's the best way to get through that fear that you have and all these things going through your head that are keeping you from massive action? Just start doing it. Just start doing it. And I love the fact that all it really takes is your phone and knowing a little bit more than the average person. And guess what happens as you go along the way? You go along this journey and you start getting comments and input from people and everything else. And not only are they growing, but you're growing too, because they're going to stretch you. They're going to push the limits on what you know. And there are going to be times when you don't know something, you're going to have to go figure it out and find out, right? So all of a sudden now your level has gone from here to here and you know more. I just can't stress this enough. You need to put your face out there. Get in front of the camera. And I'm not talking just about videos. When you're putting up posts, make sure your picture is on the post that you're putting out there. You want people to think of you as the Golden Arches. There's Papa Ron. I know that face. I wonder who that is. I don't know that cartoon. Or I don't know what they're talking about. Who are they? Should I trust them? And again, I go back to the age-old quandary that we've had since they came up with automated, talking people on the other end of the phone. Can I please, have you ever found yourself pushing the O for operator and hoping you'll get a person? Or when they ask a question, you say, can I talk to a human being? And they'll say, the computer comes back and says, I don't know that. I don't understand. That's how I feel about faceless videos. And I know there are people out there going, well, I did it. I'm making money. Great. Not from the people I know. Anybody I know, it's like the people who sing and dance on TikTok. I don't buy anything from them. Wow, you're a singer and a dancer. Great. If I want singing and dancing things, I do. But the people that you probably are trying to connect with aren't in that same league, in that same arena. They're not even, they're not out there in that same audience at all. If you're trying to connect with the people that I'm trying to connect with and the people that I'm teaching to connect with, you want professionals. You want people that have a desire to change their life and do better. And they need to see me face to face, no matter how old my face is, no matter what flaws I have. They want to feel comfortable that they're talking to somebody that really understands them, has a solution for them, and is willing to go the extra mile to help them. And you can't do that without putting your face out there. So I hope this has helped. If you're looking to get more information about how to build your business and how to take your passion to profit online, I encourage you to go to rondeary.com. Check out what we have there. I've got tons of free stuff for you. We've got a simple course that's pretty exhaustive for only $47 right now until the end of the month. and then it goes up to $97. But if you take it now, I think the code is summer 2024. But just don't not do it. Go past your fears. Work through your fears. Get to the other side of your fears by just taking massive action and get your beautiful, amazing face out there so people can build that know, like, and trust. God bless you. I can't wait to see you on the next one.